So, yeah, this tournament looks kind of terrifying, actually, to be participating in. You've got Ike and Olimar, who won previous tournaments. Actually, I need to remove one character real fast, and that's Schultz, because he's already been in a tournament and won. So he cannot be in another tournament unless he was in this set of four, is how my rule set works for that. Thought I got everyone out, but Olimar was... Okay, so then we have, Ike, Olimar, Isabel now. And then we have Dark Samus, Yoshi, Chrom, Corrin, Dr. Mario, Peach, Robin, Marth, Roy, another Dr. Mario, so I'll have to remove that one. Lucario, Pit, and Rose. I didn't notice there were two Dr. Marios. But I did notice there were two Lucarios before and fix that. So, it's just gotta be random characters each time, because they're all random. I didn't pick these characters. Kirby's already won a tournament, so gotta go back. Yeah, I thought I had got this all situated, but looks like there's still one more. Yeah, Daisy's actually not won a tournament either, so you have Peach and Daisy in the same tournament. Against, like, there are so many top tiers and higher tier characters in this tournament. Like, the worst characters are Robin, Lucario, Pit, Rosalina, Dr. Mario, Yoshi, and Dark Samus, and I think Isabel's one, so it's like 8. So half of them are either top or high tier, and half are mid and low tier. But, yeah, I just wanted to go back to get from start instead of shuffling this time. But yeah, I thought I was going to have to take a small break, but actually I didn't have to. So, this is just going to be, all the CPUs were kind of random except for these two, and I actually want to see which one of these two is going to be the best one, instead of leaving it up to chance. Ike versus Olimar, game 1. And this is the same Olimar and the same Ike from the last tournament as well. These weren't random CPUs, these were just left over. In the same spot as well. Olimar has pretty big lead on Ike, although Ike's taken it back. Or I don't even know if he had it, but just lost it. Got the back air to return it though, so... And a down smash. Olimar lands up smash with, I believe, those red Pikmin. Purple Pikmin might kill with an up smash. Or it's gonna be really close if it doesn't kill, but it does get a back air. Olimar's avoiding the up special, could have killed, and gets hit by the down special though, which should kill. Olimar loses the first stock of this tournament. That'd be kind of weird if he won the last tournament 4 games in a row and then lost this one in the first game that he played. An up smash from Ike. Ike's positive 55.4%, and he's at 169.3% on his first stock. Olimar's on second stock at 64.9. Counters that. Lands a down smash as well. Down throw into fair does not connect for Olimar as he was using purple, but lands a back air. Olimar's kind of taken back his position. Olimar's actually taken the lead. Although, that was a really good punish from Ike. I didn't even know that hit on magically. Those forward tilt. Could be wrong. It was either forward or down something, so. 155.6 still alive. Lands an up smash on Olimar. Back through is gonna kill. I believe Ike just jumped into the blast zone at that point. Gets a jab and a forward air. Olimar lands like forward air into up air. Takes the lead. He has two blues, misses one of the blues, so now he just has a white and purple. Blues return though. And Ike's not doing that great anymore. Not exactly a reverse 3 stock, but still a really good comeback from Olimar at this rate. Chooses to lead white, I guess, to bait out a move and then punish with the purple. And back air with purple is going to have enough power to kill, so... Olimar moves on. Hasn't lost a game all day, but that could change. He has to play either Isabelle or Dark Samus. Whoever wins this game. I believe Dark Samus wins this, but I'm not 100% sure. Isabelle's not that great of a character. Isabelle's main problem is that she lacks range and kill power. Like her forward and back air, as well as her fishing rod, are like the only moves that she has that has range. All the rest of her moves are incredibly short in range. Including her smash attacks, which is a really bad problem, because she can't really punish unless she's right up against someone. Except if she uses up smash to catch somebody's jump, but even then, they could have a chance to jump over it actually. Yeah, Dark Samus seems to not be doing that well against Isabelle though. Tries to go for the down air, but Isabelle was able to fish her out back to stage. Does land the fully charged neutral special, and it did kill because Isabelle was at 138, so Isabelle could have pocketed it and returned it for a kill, but didn't get it. And forward air is not going to be enough to kill Dark Samus at 161.8% now. Neutral special connects for Dark Samus. I believe it was almost fully charged, not fully charged. And Isabelle's just sitting there with the fishing rod. Tries to go for another fishing rod, just sits there and gets hit by a fully charged neutral special from Dark Samus. Dark Samus is now at 180%. Does die to up smash, so. I mean, Isabelle could make a comeback from this. It'd be a pretty difficult one to do. Seems like she's trying. Dark Samus really can't seem to hit Isabelle. And Isabelle's not strong enough to kill Dark Samus, really. Dark Samus is too heavy. That did kill, though. So, if Isabelle's actually the first person to get a reverse 3 stock, that would be kind of weird. Especially in this fight. As Isabelle's not doing that great. Or I guess that's why it would be a reverse 3 stock, but still that would be weird. He does have the lead. He was just playing so exceptionally poorly at the beginning of this fight that it would be messed up. Almost got a down air kill though. If Dark Samus would have been at 60% for the down air, then it might have killed actually. Yeah, Dark Samus keeps tethering back to stage, jumping off the stage and trying to tether. Isabelle did the same thing in SD. So yeah, Dark Samus moves on. Now we have Chrom versus Yoshi. I actually don't know who's going to do that great in this fight. Who's going to come out on top. Yoshi does have home field advantage at Yoshi's Island Melee, but that's not actually a thing at the same time. Or I thought the music just messed up for a second there. And that killed Chrom. He was doing so well. Up air to up tilt from Yoshi. Gets in some damage. Chrom needs to take Yoshi's stock pretty soon. And not die at the same time. Just takes the stock with the back air. So now he's only at 55.7% disadvantage, so about a 56. Yoshi's getting in some eggs, but they're not actually doing anything. They're just kind of there. Chrom was barely able to make it back to stage there. Got an up tilt, although didn't get a follow-up out of it, as Yoshi's forward smash interrupted the combo that he might have started. Lands a back air. So now it's a pretty close game. Especially after Chrom lost stock pretty early, like 50%, due to his recovery. I don't know what that was, but it somehow spiked, and it was like a very soft spike. Up smash from Yoshi is enough to take Chrom stock there. Yeah, that was like the weirdest spike that I've seen. I don't think he landed forward air, which is a spike. Because if he would have landed forward air, would have had enough knockback to kill Chrom off of the spike, and the spike didn't kill Chrom, it was his up smash it did. Yeah, now Chrom's at a 13, or actually he has advantage now, so. And a lot of it after that up special. Yeah, up tilt. Tries to land a forward air out of it, but it didn't connect. Yoshi needs to start getting in some percent. And doing so pretty well with down airs and eggs, but kind of needs to mix it up a little bit. Yoshi's down air a lot. I would say the side special is not the right move to mix it up with. But I would do something like nair into up air, maybe some forward and down tilts. I wouldn't be using up tilts that much. And that dash attack almost killed Yoshi. That neutral special most likely would have. But forward air is the one that takes the stock against Yoshi. So yeah, Chrom's moving on. Gonna have a lot of the better characters in the game be in this tournament compared to the previous tournaments. But for Battle 4 of Round 1, we have Dr. Mario versus Cord. I like Doc in this game, so I kind of hope he wins, but I know that he's not going to. I mean, he might actually. Corrin's a pretty good matchup for Doc, I would say. I don't think he wins it most of the time, but I think that it's kind of even. If he was heavier, then he would be a much better character. And if his recovery was slightly better, I cannot speak, but yeah, if his recovery was slightly better, like if his up special actually went somewhere, then he would definitely be a better character. But yeah, down special does take a stock there. Very powerful move for Doc. So Dr. Mario does have a 1 stock lead, as well as 10.5%. Up smash from Corrin's not going to be enough to kill Doc. Yeah, Doc's main problem is the fact that he's a mid-weight like Mario, because his weight is the same as Mario's, but he's not the same speed as Mario. Like, he's too slow to account for his weight. He did get a kill with Footstool there. Yeah, it is Dr. Mario, so Corrin could get a 3-stock comeback, but it'd be pretty difficult. There goes 1 stock down. But, yeah, his, speed doesn't really work with this, speed doesn't work with his weight that well. And his up special literally doesn't go anywhere. Like, it goes slightly up, and it probably goes there, but that was probably, like, the maximum distance. Especially after you use, down special. Which is one of his main recovery tools, as it allows him to actually gain horizontal distance, because that's another problem with that special, is it has very little horizontal distance, because it just goes straight up, similar to Mario's, except much shorter. It's much stronger though, so that's a good thing about it. Yeah, parry into up smash from Dr. Mario's barely unable to kill. Could see Pill into down air, but he tried to get in air. It's kind of a good option, actually. Like, back air probably would have been better, but Nair lingers for a while. He also could have done down special. And that would have been the best thing that he could have done there. Maybe he does offstage down special, then it kills Corrin at this percent for sure. Pretty much any move outside of Hill and, like, up air will kill. Or up air might actually kill Corrin at this percent. Yeah, down special final hit does do enough knockback to kill Corrin there. So he moves on against Corrin. I don't think he's gonna make it past Grom though. Now we have Robin versus Peach. Pokemon Stadium 2 is going to be the stage. Peach actually losing at the beginning of this fight. I put her as the top of my tier list, so I guess it was Daisy, but it was Peach and Daisy, because Daisy's Peach's Echo Fighter, and they don't really have that many differences, other than animation. And neutral special from Robin is enough to kill whenever it's fully charged like that. It also uses half of the spell tome, or I think that might be a little under half, I can't really tell, because I have not counted how many of the little bars there are, as I don't use Robin that much. Yeah, was close to being able to get rid of the spell tome. Yeah, Peach needs to start getting in some damage and get a kill in pretty quickly. Landed down tilt but didn't fall off. Down tilt's one of the better combo moves for Peach. Probably your best. Like it's either that or turn up, but it's kind of unfair to say that turn up's a combo move, as it's really not even a move, it's just a projectile that she can throw. That she can combo out of. Yeah, I would say it's between down tilt and down throw that are our best combo starters. Yeah, Peach at 135% here. Or I guess really 136. Lands a Dair for the kill. Although forward air with 11 sword from Robin is going to be enough to kill Peach. Down tilt, down air into... Okay, that was a really good combo from Peach actually. Guess she's playing more intensely now that she's on her last stock. Robin really can't seem to compete. Yeah, parries that. Not parries, but counters it. Lands up tilt. Robin finally landing in an arc fire for some damage, and a dash attack as well. Robin has bronze sword though, so get some health back with that down special. Actually, a lot of health back. Because down special's actually kind of dumb. Like, you can do arc fire into down special at pretty much 80%, and it worked. But yeah, arc fire to up smash for Robin does kill, so... Yeah, arc fire is much better than PK fire for combos, in my opinion, because you can actually do a lot with it. But now we have Mars, who has a tipper, versus Roy, who has a sweet spot on his sword, so they both have sweet spots, and I guess a tipper is a sweet spot, so you call them both sweet spots. Marth needs to stay away from Roy, and Roy needs to get close to Marth for this fight. And it is on Castle Siege, which is a Fire Emblem stage, and I thought Marth just got a 0 to death combo. But Roy's back air did not allow him to do that. Yeah, I believe Marth's tipper is much more powerful than Roy's sweet spot, which is on the hilt of his sword. Marth's is on the tip. But Roy can land his much more consistently than Marth can. Although Marth's doing a really good job of spacing out Roy to land them. Fire Emblem characters on the Fire Emblem stage. Yeah, the advantage of using Roy over Marth, because they play very similarly, like they both have swords and they both have moves that are kind of based off of each other, because there's not much you can do with a sword. That counter was a really good kill for Marth. But the advantage of using Roy over Marth is that Roy can do a lot of damage out of shield because his sweet spot's on the hilt of his sword, and whenever you're doing moves out of shield are most likely going to be near your opponent, so it's much easier to hit with the hilt of the sword whenever you're right next to someone than if you're far away. Well, Marth doesn't really have great out of shield because most of his out of shield hits will be sour spots for his sword. So yeah, Mars will play much more passively than Roy will, basically. Roy's going to be a much more aggressive character. And he's going to be going for hilt damage, while Mars is going to be trying to space out for tip. But yeah, as you can see, both of those were sour spots, so it didn't really work. That was a good not tech punish, but just fall punish, I guess. He really didn't tech the hit. both characters able to make it back to stage with their up specials. Up smash from Roy is definitely going to be able to kill Marth there. But as you can see, because Marth's damage comes from the tip of his sword, like pretty much everywhere else on his sword is going to be a sour spot. And so he's going to have a really hard time killing Roy. Like he was able to hit the sweet spot on his up tilt there, and that's what killed Roy. But whenever you hit sour spots, you kill much later for Marth. I feel like Roy's sour spots do a little bit more than Marth. But Roy can also combo better out of sour spots than Marth can. Marth really can't do sour spot into a sweet spot combo. But I believe some of Roy's moves can actually combo into their sweet spots. And I think that's also because Roy's sweet spot does less damage than Marth's. Down tilt from Marth got to the sour spot. Sweet spot might have actually killed, although that killed for Marth, so Marth's moving on. I believe that's the first game he's actually won in a tournament. Marth and Lucina do pretty bad in tournaments for some reason, but they're against other top tier characters, or high tier characters, so it's gonna be interesting. Now we have Daisy versus Lucario. So we basically have two Peaches in the same tournament. For Final Destination, I think this is a better stage for Lucario than Daisy. Daisy's not letting Lucario just mess around and stand still. Even taking the lead after a pretty rough start. Tries to go for up tilt, although gets countered by Lucario. Lucario's throwing out a lot of counters, so Daisy has to play pretty carefully. Up smash from Lucario is not going to be enough to kill, but another up smash would have killed. And Lucario's at about half, or now he's up at 3/4, so whenever his damage hits to 120%, then he's at full aura, which means that he will do the most damage with all of his attacks. Daisy is able to make it back to stage with side special. Doesn't punish the counter from Lucario, though it does get a back air for a kill. Down tilt to fair connects for Daisy. That's actually like a really good kill combo for Daisy and Peach. It works for both of them because their moves behave the exact same. They just have different animations. And their voices are different. They have like different taunts, but and different victory screens. That's the only differences between them. Like whenever Daisy uses up smash, up tilt, side special, or her final smash, then she gets flowers and Peach will get hearts instead. That's the animation difference. Oh, and Daisy's to it is also blue. And Peach's is red. Yeah, Daisy's at 162.4% though. Car's at 109. Let's hit with a side special. We're about, like, I would say 15%. But up tilt is enough to take Daisy stock. Aria does have maximum aura here, as well as an aura sphere built up, although it did miss. Daisy lands 2 up airs with floating effects, so they do full hop damage. Back air is going to be enough to take stock for Daisy. And things aren't looking that great for Lucario. He had a really good start, but I mean, we can still see him come back. It's only a 1 stock disadvantage, and they're both pretty even. Although those up tilts from Lucario made it a little bit less even for Daisy. but she's still at a 1 stock advantage. Oh, and also their back air will have flowers and hearts, depending on the character. Daisy chooses to block instead of using like a counter. I think counter might have been the better option there, because it would have left Daisy's shield at a much higher percent than what it currently is. Well, you want your shield to be at a higher percent instead of your health. Like it's the exact opposite of your health. Because if your shield is at 0%, then that means that it's broken. Yeah, up smash from Daisy is going to be enough skill. So Daisy moves on to round 2. Cutscene Daisy versus Peach. It would just depend on if Peach beat Marth and if Daisy beats whoever wins this fight out of Rosalina and Pit. Down smash from Rosalina does set them at an advantage. Pit tried to land up smash through the platform, but Rosalina lands Luma back air into up smash, I believe that was. Trying to get the damage with Luma, but now Pit's near Rosa, so she's trying to do damage herself. Gets the down air, although it's not going to be enough to kill Pit because his recovery is incredibly good. It's probably one of the best in the game. Luma dies off stage, and so does Rosa. Pit taking the first stock in under a minute. Rosa trying to land hits with Luma, I believe. Barely makes it back to stage. Trying to land another hit with Luma. Luma's off stage, but it's not saved by Rosa actually, so now Rosa's on her own for a few minutes. Or not minutes, but seconds. And she teabagged for some reason. Rosalina's not going to be enough to kill Pit. She's doing a pretty good job of staying alive, although down air from Luma actually does end his stock. Forward special from Pit. It's not going to do much in terms of knockback, but it did damage. But up smash did a lot of knockback and damage, so it did kill. Rosalina and Luma are at their tournament stock. Pit still has another stock before he reaches tournament. Actually, a pretty slow match, considering how aggressive these characters are playing. They just don't have that much damage output. Unless they can do combos, like if you get Rosalina and Luma's jab to work, you can't infinite with it, but you can do decent damage. It actually doesn't do as much damage as most rapid jabs in case you get stuck in it. Like if you're on a platform with Luma on one side and Rosa on the other side, it won't do that much damage. So that way they can't just sit there and farm damage. Yeah, Pit just seems to be shooting arrows and trying to get follow-ups off of arrows. The arrows aren't really working. Tries to get a combo out of down air, but then Rosalina gets a hit. Forward air from Pit, not going to be enough to kill. And I think he got saved by Luma there. Does take that hit. Rosalina takes that hit. Dash attack's not gonna do enough. Knockback to kill, but back air from Pit does.
That was easy.
I mean, I wouldn't say that was easy for you, Pit, as it did take 4 minutes-ish. Now we have Olimar versus Dark Samus for Battle 1 of Round 2. Whoever wins this moves on to semifinals against either Prom or Dr. Mario. Well, now we're at Town and City. I believe last game was Smashville, so I think the stages only get picked once. I don't remember seeing a repeat stage in any of the previous tournaments. Yeah, Olimar's doing a pretty good job getting damage out. While Dark Samus seems to be kind of falling flat at that. And it's back air and tries to get a tether grab on the Olimar air dodge, not spot dodge. And the yellow Pikmin is blown up by the down special from Dark Samus. Purple Pikmin up smash is not going to be able to kill Dark Samus. Samus is pretty heavy. Actually one of the heaviest characters in the game because of all the armor. But that was able to kill Dark Samus there. Olimar's only at 71%, but I'm pretty sure fully charged neutral special from Dark Samus will kill if it connects. It definitely should at this rate. Could have done side special into neutral special, although tried to get a tether. Or I guess that was more of a Dair than a tether grab. And Dark Samus just seems to be trying to play anti-air against Olimar by just spamming Dair every time that she thinks Olimar's going to jump, although it's not really working. The down air did spike though, so guess that worked. Out smash is not going to be enough to kill Dark Samus there. But forward smash will be enough. So now Olimar is at second stock at 3.2%, Dark Samus is at tournament stock at 0%. Alright, transitioning to City, outside of town, so different platform layout slightly. There's no middle platform, and the side platforms are a little bit off stage. No one's ever tried to hold somebody on one of these platforms whenever they transition back to being off stage and they go back to town. Or at least none of the CPU have, I mean. So we could see Olimar do that actually. Seems to just be knocking some percent on Samus here, instead of actually trying to kill. As Samus is at 189.5%. Pretty much any attack Olimar does will kill, except for like neutral air, up air. I mean, up air actually would kill. But like neutral air, I believe it's up tilt. Then I was saying that, not up air. Where it looks like he does short hop neutral air. Yeah, up air from Samus almost killed. Samus is at 206.2%. Still alive. Back throw really didn't do much for Olimar there. Though the back air does kill. So Olimar moves on. Let's see him win another tournament. We'll have to play either Dr. Mario or Chrome in semifinals, so they could eliminate him. If no one eliminates him, then he moves on to finals and the other person that moves on to finals gets to be in the pre-contest of champions even if they lose. Because Olimar can't take 2 spots for himself. Yeah, Crom tried to get a turnaround on the neutral special there, but Dr. Mario was able to stop that. He's going for an edge guard, which is pretty dangerous against Crom, especially as Dr. Mario. He has very limited range in his edge guard unless he uses Pill. And the other thing also puts him at a disadvantage because he's off stage and his recovery is not that great. But against Crom, you have to think about getting up special. But yeah, Dr. Mario takes a very early stock from Crom, or I wouldn't say early, but a very fast stock maybe. As Crom's now just starting to get a damage on Doc's first stock. But Crom's at 26.4% on second stock, Dr. Mario's at 71.2%. He was like at 5% whenever he took Crom stock. Okay, air dodging to the ledge to avoid the neutral special from Crom. I mean, I probably would have punished with them down special, but not a bad option if it means that you stay alive. But it looks like Dr. Mario's not going to stay alive for much longer. Or he had his jump, so he's good. But Crom SDs, so could see a reverse 3 stock from Crom maybe. That's what he's trying to set up for. He does get the edge guard and barely makes it back to stage. Oh wait, didn't Crom win the tournament actually? I actually forgot that he has won, so he shouldn't even be here. But it's fine, because he's probably about to be eliminated by Dr. Mario. Who hasn't won the tournament actually, so. Or Dr. Mario's just gonna stand still and get hit by forward smash for a second there. Tries to land up special. I mean, it would have done damage, but it's not the best move to go for in that position. You probably want to go for something like back throw to get out damage, because Dr. Mario really can't follow up much on his throws. Like, you can do down throw to up air, but then you don't get a follow up off of up air. At least one that's not true. I mean, one that is true. But yeah, Dr. Mario unable to recover there actually. So, Crom's at 61.6% tournament stock, Dr. Mario's at 0% tournament stock. If he loses this game, then that would be pretty bad, because Crom SD'd on his second stock. And Dr. Mario's at a super big advantage at the moment. When one of Alfred's tournaments, Dr. Mario lost a reversed 5 stock. But yeah, forward smash from Doc does take Crom out of the tournament, even though he shouldn't have been in it. But he only beat one person out of the tournament, so. And that person was Yoshi. So I mean, I'll probably let Yoshi battle whoever wins this tournament. And then if Yoshi wins the best out of 3, then he moves on. But if Yoshi loses, or I mean, probably best out of 2 actually. So if Yoshi wins 2 games, then he is the winner of this tournament. And if Yoshi loses 1 game, then he's not the winner. Is what I'll do. But yeah, Mario's not doing that great against Robin at the start here. He's able to beat Crom, but Robin's going to be a bit more challenging with projectiles. It does allow him to space a bit easier though. Don't know what happened on there. I believe he went for a down air, maybe, and then, or maybe a footstool. He was a little low. But he did lose a stock there to Elwin. Robin using the 15th Elwin to lose the book. Back here with Bronze Sword. It's not going to do much damage, kind of like hitting a sour spot, but there's actually no sweet spot for the sour spot, because 11 Sword wouldn't be an option. Like, you can't get a tipper or a hilt sour spot, or I mean sweet spot with Robin. I think it would be neat to see a character that got sweet spot damage on the entirety of their sword except for the tipper, and then someone that got sour spot damage on the hilts of their sword instead of the body of the sword as well. Which, I mean, I guess Mars does that, but the body of the sword isn't the same as the tipper. The same can be argued for Roy being like the opposite of Marth. They're not really opposites because there's still the rest of the sword that's a sour spot for both of them, but they're close enough, I guess. Yeah, forward smash from Robin. Not gonna be enough to kill. If Robin would have done forward smash to down air, then that would have killed, but especially if Mars would have used his second jump. Yeah, Mars grabbed his 11 sword, threw it, it missed. Robin's out of arc fire. Still has the Elwood book or whatever it is. Although Mars does lose the stock there, as he was unable to recover. And Robin moves on. Oh yeah, Robin and Dr. Mario are like the only not high or top tier characters left. Or I guess Pit's still in. Just depends on if Pit can beat Daisy. Difference between the two is what I was going to say when I kind of got interrupted there by my throat. But yeah, now Daisy's at 33.3% exactly. Although now it's 49.1 after hit from Pit. So it's kind of close at the beginning here. Is that a Stitch Face, or did she already draw? I'm pretty sure she drew a Stitch Face and another Stitch Face afterwards, but I could be wrong about that. And up smash from Daisy for a roll punish against Pit. I can't speak, but it was a roll punish against Pit for a pretty early kill. I would say that's early. Gives in up special damage, not the maximum amount of damage from that. Pit not shooting upwards at all. He can literally aim his bow directly towards the sky and just let go of the B button after he does it to hit Daisy, but he still didn't do that. It probably wouldn't have killed, but it would have put Daisy in a different spot than just literally sitting above Pit and floating. I'd say that was an air dash dance though from Daisy, so I'll leave it. Back air, not getting the sweet spot, but still doing a decent amount of damage and knockback. Landslide special to get back to stage. Slide special is a decent kill move, but for Daisy, what I would recommend doing to kill is to like edge guard with turnips. It's the easiest way to kill. Just like Z drop near the ledge, or if you're sitting near the ledge and spam Dair while floating. Yeah, Pit at 150.1%, still not dead, so that was a pretty early stock from the up smash. Yeah, Daisy seems to not be doing that well against Pit, actually. While she does have the percent lead at the moment, it's mainly because she took a pretty early stock. She could try and time out Pit, actually. Even though she did take the stock there. Gets sour spot up tilt into sweet spot up tilt there. Although then gets killed by up smash, so even game now. She can still time out and try and win in sudden death, but I think arrow actually one-shots, or Pit's arrow will actually one-shot in sudden death, I'm pretty sure. If not, then side special definitely will, so Pit's not a character that you want to fight against in sudden death. Unless you can predict what he's going to do and counter it. But yeah, Pit's actually taking the lead over Daisy here. But she grabs him in the middle of his forward smash after parrying the first hit and gets down throw to back air. Doesn't make her in the lead because she just lost it, but it did decent damage. It's not a really good combo in terms of killing. That would be down tilt to fair, but still a decent combo in terms of percent. It works for a long time at least. Yeah, side special from Pit's going to be enough to kill. I was wondering if it's going to be that one or the 16th one, but it did seem to work. He literally just started using that move over and over again until it worked, which is what most Pit mains do actually. But yeah, Peach and Daisy were eliminated by lower tier characters. Not maybe low tiers, but lower tiers. Although I don't know about Robin actually. Robin's a character I don't really know much about, so that's why I can't really put Robin in a higher tier than like mid tier. But Dr. Mario just, yeah, that happened. Maybe that was just a show off against Olimar. I mean, he's only won one tournament so far. He is multiple, like almost every character in the game is in between Mario and Dr. Mario and Olimar on the tier list, pretty much. So multiple tiers above Dr. Mario, and it's now a stock ahead. So we are at Unova Pokemon League, so you get to see some Pokemon in the background as spectators. Parries the purple to get it off stage. Lands down special. It didn't kill that time. I thought it would have, but I guess it launched away from the blast zone to the other blast zone. Yeah, up air from Olimar, not enough to kill, but up special from Dr. Mario does take the stock against Olimar. Pikmin were too far away from Olimar to get a forward air, I believe he tried to do, or maybe a Pikmin throw. Dr. Mario lands pill and a down throw, and a fair. Shaman starts to spectate in the background. Yeah, Dr. Mario's kind of just activated his download on Olimar, I guess. Shaman has changed into Sky form. Down smash from Dr. Mario. It's not going to do enough to kill, but it does kill that time. And Dr. Mario SDs yet again after landing a down special at a ledge. And then Olimar is just starting to run away from him to wait out his invincibility. Yeah, could Dr. Mario be the character that dethrones Olimar from his current 6-game win streak? And did Olimar whistle to try and stop damage? Pretty sure he did. I think it might have worked actually, because that was a weird hit stun off of the forward end. But yeah, Dr. Mario makes it back to stage. He's playing very close to the ledge, which is pretty dangerous for Dr. Mario to do. You want to be towards the center of the stage unless you can kill with backdoor, which honestly he can do that, and he can also kill with down special at this percent. Especially in that position, and it does kill actually. So, Dr. Mario defeats Olimar and moves on to finals actually. So he's defeated 2 people that have won tournaments. And he's mid-tier. I mean, I'm going for him to win actually now. I think he's got this. He used to be my secondary, if you didn't know, but he's just not that great in this game, in my opinion. Like, he's a decent mid-tier. He's kind of on the lower end of mid-tiers, but he's just not as great as regular Mario. And he plays so much differently compared to how he did in Smash 4. Because of his new moves, like his downs, or not new moves, but how they've like changed a little bit. We have Robin getting a 0 to death on Pit here at the beginning of the match. Both of these characters are kind of the more underused characters in Smash Ultimate. There's not that many Robin and Pit users that play the game. Most people play characters like Mario, Link, or Cloud, like popular characters, I guess. Not that these characters aren't exactly unpopular, it's just they're not as popular as the ones that I already said. Yeah, Pit tried to reflect Arc Fire back, it did not work, and so then Robin punished with Forward Air, with Lemon Sword I believe it was, or that could have been Bronze Sword. I wasn't paying that much attention to the sword. Yeah, then Robin literally just charges neutral special while Pit sits there and tries to fire arrows. Back air from Robin's not going to be enough to kill, but neutral special will be enough to kill. Pit tried to reflect it with down special. It just lingered for too long, so then his down special ran out. And he fell onto it. So we could see a 3-stock from Robin, or we could see a 3-stock comeback from Pit. Yeah, now Pit's literally just landing every arrow that he shoots, except for that one. And that one, I guess, now. And then randomly out specials. That puts him in a really bad spot, actually. Lands that arrow, though, it got punished with Arc Fire, so I guess it wasn't that good of a trade for Pit. Forward air is going to be enough to kill Robin, so Robin does lose the possibility of a 3-stock. She can still get a JV3 at this point. Oh, now that just went away from one arrow. Still possible for a JV1 or a 2-stock, though. Yeah, up smash from Robin is going to be enough to kill Pit, and she moves on to finals against Dr. Mario. Yeah, this tournament's going to be much shorter than the last one. The last one was over an hour. This one's going to be slightly over an hour, but the other one was like an hour and 10 minutes, or something like that. But there was a game that reached the time limit. This game had no games, or this tournament had no games that have reached the time limit so far. I believe we're going to be playing on Dreamland 64, or no, Yoshi's Island Brawl. That stage also hasn't been picked. So, no Wispy this tournament. He was in the last one though, and he got 2 kills on Cloud. Even killing Cloud will limit. Dr. Mario SDing a 3rd time in this tournament. Oh, he gets down air to down special, which was a really good combo, actually. Notice he used his own death to extend his 0 to death, but now he lost it. I don't know why he would do that. But that, I believe that would technically count as a 0 to death, because he was never hit, he just jumped off the side to extend it. I guess to put himself into a position where he could get some invincibility. It didn't really work though, now Robin's kinda just punishing him for even attempting it. Yeah, he got the wall jump into forward air, actually. Forward air's much more powerful than Mario's. It doesn't spike, though. His down air does spike. And it's much more powerful than Mario's. It's also much faster than Mario's forward air. So it's a faster spike option. He just tried to land it there, although Robin had invincibility from the ledge. But yeah, it's not over for Dr. Mario yet, I would say, because he can get decent percent pretty quickly. He doesn't really have to combo, he just has to get hits in, or land down special. Like back air, as you can see, it did like 20%. That's like 10 times more than what Sheik's back air does. And down special is gonna put Robin at disadvantage, so now Mario has a lead. And he lands it down air. Okay. I knew I should have left this Dr. Mario in over the other Dr. Mario. But yeah, now it's last game, or I mean last stock. 0% both characters at Yoshi's Island Brawl. It's a pretty flat stage. There's a flat platform on top that doesn't tilt because it's hazardless. And the stage kind of curves at the bottom, but that really doesn't affect them that much. It might affect Robin's arc fire sometimes, but that's pretty much it. Maybe some arc thunders. It will affect Dr. Mario's pills though. The bottom platform, the top platform really doesn't do anything because it's just flat. But yeah, that heal from Robin was really good. That move's actually broken, as I said earlier, because you can just combo into it with arc fire and get tons of percent back. I believe mashing actually doesn't help. But yeah, forward smash from Robin does take the stock. So yeah, if Yoshi actually beats Robin, because we still have to do Yoshi versus Robin. If Yoshi beats Robin out of the tournament, then I want to see if Dr. Mario can beat Yoshi, because if Doc can beat Yoshi, then Doc wins. Yeah, it's not over yet. So we gotta go into Smash for this one, actually. And then random. Yoshi has to beat Robin 2 times, and if Yoshi wins, then he has to beat Dr. Mario 2 times as well, I think. Or maybe he just beats both of them once, if I really don't want to take too much time on this. And then Robin is down here, actually. Yeah. Oh. And it's not going to be me controlling them, it's going to be CPU. But yeah, this is to make up for Crom accidentally entering the tournament and eliminating Yoshi. If Yoshi beats Robin, then Yoshi moves on to finals. This is kind of like semi-finals, I guess. I don't know. Or you know what, if Yoshi actually wins this, then he has to win a best out of 2. I think I'm not going to have Dr. Mario in this. I mean, Dr. Mario is just so close that it's kind of messed up that he lost because he SD'd at the beginning. For no reason at all, like he just jumped off the side at 0%. Yeah, Robin takes the first stock here. Back air from Yoshi into neutral air, actually. It's not gonna kill, but the up smash will kill. From forward air. Yoshi's super armor saved him from being underneath the stage. At Smash. We probably should have done this at, Dreamland 64. Or I think Dreamland 64 was the game where Yoshi fought Crom, actually, so it was big. I just didn't remember it. But I think that's actually where it happened. But yeah, if Yoshi wins this game, he has to win a best out of 2. I'm just gonna stick to that rule. Against Robin. If Robin wins this game, then Robin wins the tournament. The same thing would have happened if Dr. Mario would have won. up air from Robin. It's gonna kill with Levin Sword. She grabs Levin Sword, throws it off stage for some reason. I guess so Robin couldn't catch it and use it against Yoshi, but forward air does take the stock. Didn't spike though. It would have taken the stock either way though, so. Yeah, down special from Robin, gets a lot of percent back. Thunder doesn't connect. Yoshi almost got a forward air there, but Robin's forward air saved her. Did land that forward air, though it didn't kill or spike. But Yoshi's at a really bad position here, at 142%, and back air with Levin Sword does take it. But yeah, that's all Robin needed. So if Robin wins the tournament, I accidentally left Crob in there, but that's probably not going to happen again. No promises though. I mean, there's only one more tournament for that to possibly happen in. So, yeah, that's going to be the tournament that happens, I don't know, because I kind of want to do the Solomar thing in World of Light on Monday. And then Tuesday's the tournaments, actually. So that's whenever I do tournaments. I kind of forgot what day it was, but it's going to be on Tuesday. But, yeah, tomorrow we're going to use the New Game Plus of this game on this, like this. It's going to be on hard, and then it's going to be Solomar. But yeah, I'm just going to skip this cutscene, actually, because this was just an example of how it's going to be. Can I skip? Okay, there we go. But yeah, guess hope to see everyone in the next stream tomorrow whenever I actually start this.